Citizens of the Reject Nation, it is John and Andrew Gordon back in the saddle once again to check out a David Fincher classic. The man is back in theaters with The Killer, so we are finally going to check out the classic, the true crime epic. It's time for Zodiac. Andrew, how you feeling? Are you excited?
I am always excited for another David Fincher film, although I am missing one in his filmography, his greatest film, I've heard, Alien 3.
Oh, yes, definitely. Me too. One day, we'll get together.
Yeah.
Guys, leave 3 likes on this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you are updated every time one of these videos drops. And as well, thank you to the team over at Prepper for helping us chop down these highlights. It's tough work. And last, but certainly not least, if you want to support the channel and rock a little Reject Nation swag in the process, go on over to rejectnationshop.com. We got tons of great stuff over there. We got the classic tickets. We got the Who Influences the Influencers, America's Ass, the Boys inspired tee. We got Ahsoka inspired tees, official Loki tees. There's plenty to check out there. So go have a look, grab yourself something nice. And hey, if you want to get the complete experience alongside Andrew and I, see everything that doesn't make these reaction highlights, come on over to patreon.com/therealrejects, sync up with your own copy, and enjoy the full Zodiac experience, along with everything else we got to offer over there. We got tons of other shows and films with reaction highlights and watch-alongs included. It's a good time over there. Andrew, are you ready to solve some crimes?
Let's solve some crimes, Johnny Tio.
Let's do this thing. What follows is based on actual case files. Is it the 4th of July?
This is literally the song I sing whenever I leave the Real Rejects studio.
Viejo. It's beautiful with the fireworks.
Yeah, I love this shot in the car.
Where have you been? I've been waiting since 7.
Get in. I haven't eaten in 24 hours.
Are you counting the hours?
Is that the actor who plays Minkus in Boy Meets World? I'm pretty sure that's who plays Minkus in Boy Meets World, Stuart Minkus. Ah, it is Minkus! Oh my god!
Minkus, I definitely know who you're talking about.
Did you not watch Boy Meets World?
Don't know what you're talking about, Andrew. I definitely did.
It's July. How many shirts are you wearing?
Seriously.
I'm cold.
You're cold on the 4th of July.
How are you cold sitting
Oh,
there?
jeepers, dude.
Stop and die!
I say, how are you cold sitting next to her?
All those layers gonna act like a bulletproof vest.
Go and die?
Shut up.
Ain't nothing bad gonna happen today.
I saw that car, Mr. X. Do you want me to tell him to leave?
Stay in the car.
I'm driving a Mustang.
That felt very Michael Myers-esque from the first Halloween.
Was that your husband?
What? Is that a real question?
Don't worry about it.
Don't tell me not to worry. Who was it?
It's nothing.
What?
I have so many questions.
Let's go.
This is really unsettling.
Ooh.
Get your wallet.
Yeah, because cops drive around in Mustangs.
Man, you really creeped us out.
Oh, jeez! Whoa! Whoo! With that massive silencer.
Yeah, that was loud, too. Loud silencer.
I mean, silencers are a lot louder than they are in movies, but oh shit! Whoa! Oh!
That's a tone setter.
Yeah, that was harsh.
I want to report a double murder. If you go 1 mile east on Columbus Parkway, the public park, you'll find kids in a brown car.
Whoa!
I mean, they were shot so many times. It's a miracle they're still breathing.
Whoa!
Bye.
Ugh! That's not a real recording, was it?
I would assume it was, but I don't know.
Goodbye.
Come on, buddy.
I swallowed it.
Why?
It was minty.
We got the Science Bros and Mysterio.
Hey! The crossover event of the summer.
Is this a multiverse film? I knew
Crossover event of whatever year this came out.
2007.
Your wire turntable and Pioneer speakers for $188.
Oh, wow. And you got Stryker, Brian Cox from X2.
That's how David Fincher cast this. He was like, I just want all the different Marvel people. Oh, Elias Koteas.
Got Casey Jones. Oh, Dermot
My
Mulroney.
man, Dermot Mulroney.
We got Scream 6 in the house. Yeah, quite an all-star cast. Also, too, I think it said Chloe's, or I forgot how to pronounce her.
Sevigny?
Yeah, she's from Boys Don't Cry, or the one with Hilary Swank.
You better get this right, Andrew.
I know Kimberly Pierce directed.
Everyone's counting on you.
I know
right
Kimberly Pierce directed the film that came out in 1999. Boys Don't Cry. I'm going with that.
now. Gotcha.
Boy, they really got the aesthetics down and the set designs. I love it. It must have been so much fun to go on set.
Editorial in 2.
Oh, please rush to editor. Nope, 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 nope.
Paul. What's on the crime beat?
Janice
Hey!
in Datebook left the fondue party before everyone got naked.
Friggin' Janice.
Janice?
Oh my God!
This is the murderer of the 2 teenagers last Christmas at Lake Herman and the girl on the 4th of July near the golf course in Vallejo. To prove I killed them, I shall state some facts which only I and the police know.
Oh.
Brand name of ammo, Super X. 10 shots were fired. The boy was on his back with his feet to the car.
Woof.
Here is part of a cipher. The other 2 parts of this cipher are being mailed to the editors of the Vallejo Times and SF Examiner. In this cipher is my identity. If you do not print this cipher by the afternoon of Fry, F-R-Y, 1st of Aug 69, I will go on a kill rampage Fry night. Then move on to kill again until I end up with a dozen people over the weekend.
Wow.
Does that look like a gun sight?
Oh, sure.
Is this Vallejo story true? Do we know that?
Paul? What? I cover crime in Vallejo? Yeah, I cover crime in Vallejo.
Oh, jeez. Get it together, man.
Graysmith, don't you have a cartoon to finish? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be real handy on this case, man. And all the Zodiac cartoons we can get.
2 teenagers on Lover's Lane, both the 08, David Faraday and Betty Jensen. July 4th, Darlene Farron and Michael I think it's Mayhew. Anyway, he lived.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he lived?
The Examiner's going, but won't go front page.
We'll go on page 4.
What do you say, $20, whoever cracks the psycho's name?
He won't give his name.
Morty's? Anyone?
Morty. Morty's. Mortis. Well done. That's not grim foreshadowing.
Yeah.
The cipher is broken into 3 sections, each with 8 lines, 17 symbols.
Woof.
Greek, Morse code, maybe semaphore, weather symbols, astrological signs.
Whoa.
Hey, take a gander at this code thing.
Okay.
I love the way we're hopping around right now.
Yeah. It's a lot of information.
Everybody's
for us.
looking at this.
You were right, by the way. He didn't give his name.
Who cracked it?
A history teacher and his wife, Salinas.
Ah, nice.
More fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all.
That's what the Predator always says.
The most dangerous game.
When I die, I will be reborn in paradise.
Ugh.
Then all that I have killed will become my slaves.
What?
What is that at the bottom?
Leftovers. Maybe an anagram?
Ooh. Come on, man. Been here 9 months. It's time to earn your clout.
How did you know he wasn't going to give his name?
Are you him?
Another letter. Details about the murders. He taped a flashlight to the gun. That's how he hit him in the dark.
And he gave himself a name.
Zodiac.
This is the Zodiac speaking. I've heard those words before.
But at some point, the county decided that the land would work better as a lake. So they flooded it. But there's an entire
Hidden city under the water.
Atlantis?
Yep. Jason Momoa's down there right now.
I know, everyone's probably sick of my comic book references at this point.
But we need some DC ones. Fincher is clearly favoring the MCU.
Yeah, right.
I think he's watching us.
we're very good looking.
Oh, jeez. he go and mask up, or was he masked before?
It's hard to
Oh my
tell.
god, he has a gun.
Jeez.
I want your money and your car keys. Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You're welcome to everything I have. If there's anything else I could do for you, maybe I could write you a check.
Oh, boy. Oh, God.
Here's the keys. Don't get up.
Ugh.
I want her to tie you up.
Ew. It's fascinating the way they are lensing the killer.
This is cruel.
Like, it's so striking the way that they shoot him.
Okay, you all done? You know, just because people are going to ask, and was that thing even loaded?
Jesus.
Oh, no.
No.
You don't want to find that out. Oh.
Yeesh.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
This is all going to be okay.
It's not.
I don't like... No!
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, my God.
This is so brutal.
Wow.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
This is Zodiac
Wrote down all the dates of his deletions.
Is that Carmen Gia?
Calling to report a murder. A double murder. They're 2 miles north of parking headquarters. They were in a white Volkswagen Carmen Gia.
Yep.
I'm the one that did it.
Who was that there?
Writing the dates on the side of the car. You got 2 Vallejo killings. Now there's one in Napa. Why Napa?
Interesting that the male keeps surviving and the female doesn't each time.
Hell of a get-up.
Oh,
Hyman, I
doing?
wrote it. It's done. Now I just got to type it up.
Type it up. It's not finished until you type it up. We've got to read it.
I love that he's always like semi-slacking.
Graysmith.
Yeah, what is
He's a fucking Boy Scout. He doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, he doesn't curse.
And he's back.
So he's Superman.
He just does puzzle. He is.
The most dangerous game.
Yes.
It's a movie about a count who hunts people for sport.
Yep.
We've got curfews in effect tonight for the following counties: Napa, Solano, Contra Costa, Alameda, Marin, and San Mateo.
The cinematography, it's phenomenal so far. Like the way he zoomed into on those 2 victims before they got stabbed.
Yeah, the perspective, especially in those scenes, is very striking.
We have good, solid communities out here in the North Bay. Unlike in the city where you have Satanists running around.
Well, you bring up a good question. Is the Zodiac a Satanist?
Whoa. I just talked about the cinematography, and then they do this. What a tracking shot.
How do they?
This is before
Is this a
drones.
helicopter shot?
Yeah, because this is before drones.
Interesting point. So, what do you think he'll do next?
Oh, jeez. It's like the second I saw the way his face was shadowed, I'm like, bad things are happening.
I know. The way it was lit, I'm like, yeah. Why are they not showing this person's face, and why are we in a taxi right now?
Well, and not to downplay the fact that we've shot this taxi very uniquely, but...
What is your location?
3390 at Washington, at the corner of Cherry. One drunk and we think he's robbing him.
Also, too, it's
Yes, please.
just showing how random all these murders are. It's just like there's no particular pattern. You got him doing a bunch of couples, keeping the males alive, and then a taxi driver. Like,
wake up!
Whoever this is, you owe me a new lamp.
don't make him angry.
I'm always angry. Well, it wasn't me. I've been with my bride all night. She can vouch.
Go put on the Folgers.
Best part of waking up.
Let me just describe the lamp you're going to buy me.
How did they do that with the lamp falling right next to the camera like that? Was
They had a PA right there.
Seriously, that was amazing.
Locked off the cab and secured the crowd.
Seriously, that's
Goose! Hey.
Crackers.
You.
No, I'm Rooster.
It's your daddy.
Thank you.
You ever tried Japanese food?
What do you mean, like teriyaki?
No, like the urchin, raw fish.
I'm eating here, Bill.
Jeez.
The victim's name is Paul Stein. We set pronounced him at 10:10. Suspect fired 1 shot to the back of the head.
Any witnesses?
Kids who called it in saw the suspect from that window.
Sure.
Got him as a white male, glasses, crew cut, stocky, wearing a dark jacket.
Wait, I thought someone said it was black.
That's the description that went out to radio cars.
Yeah, we already corrected
What?
it.
Oh, well, that's good.
I mean, that's going to mess up somebody's night real bad.
Body or scene?
It's your birthday. I'll take the body.
Happy birthday.
The odd thing is, we also got gloves.
Suspects?
There's blood on them.
Yeah, buddy.
I got a single 9mm casing.
Whoa.
Yeah, Luger.
Hope he calls up and tells you the brand.
I'm your shooter. Negro male adult who also happens to be a stocky, crew-cut Caucasian. I give him this address. Then I give him this address. Who's got the fare book?
Washington and Maple. It's 1 block east.
He's using a different caliber every time. Different gun. Also, too, he knifed down the other couple as well, so...
There is like an element of chaos or randomness.
Yeah.
But it also seems like vaguely intentional. I don't know.
I shoot him on the right side. He slumps right.
Maybe you've got your hand on his collar when you shoot.
All right, so either way, I just dump a quart of blood in the front seat.
So why do you get in the front seat?
Ooh.
Why do you get in the front seat?
I'm an idiot.
But you're not an idiot. You waited for him to put it in park.
Yeah, and you're like doling out ciphers and shit. What do we have here? Ugh, don't put your hands all over that.
This is the Zodiac speaking. I am the murderer of the taxi driver over by Washington Street and Maple Street last night. To prove this here is a blood-stained piece of his shirt.
That's why he got into the blood. Ugh.
So you got in the front seat to tear up a piece of the shirt.
Is this on the record?
What do you think?
It confirms the Vallejo and Napa killings.
Gets worse.
Robert, you have a deadline?
You got some cartoons to draw?
School make nice targets. I think I shall wipe out the school bus some morning, just shoot out the front tire, and then pick off. They come bouncing out.
Threat on school children. We don't want to start a citywide panic, so I'm asking all of you to please keep this confidential.
Still gonna send your kid to school? I'd feel so uncomfortable right now with that threat.
Ah, dude. Kids gotta be exposed to the harsh realities so that they can grow a thick skin in life, you know?
Pack your carrots and your celery peanut butter, okay?
Dad, you don't have to wait for me.
I know.
Yes, I do. More than ever, son.
Oh, paranoia.
You know what? I'm gonna drive today, okay?
Yeah. Philip Baker Hall.
Is he a handwriting expert?
And that?
It is you waiting in the hall. If you speak again, I have to concentrate.
Sorry.
Sorry, Counsel speaking.
You're making me impatient. You wouldn't like me when I'm impatient.
We have to release the bus threat.
It'll screw us.
We just went from routine cabbie shooting to mass murder targets kids.
Wipe out a school bus and pick off the as they come bouncing out.
Oh, yeah, bud. Damage done.
It's the tropey movie thing. Perfect timing.
It's fascinating how they're positioning the Gyllenhaal character in this. Because he does feel like an eyeline, even though we haven't... latent homosexual, jeez. It's like we have this eyeline, even though he's not, like, directly super involved with the main plot yet.
Right.
Darn it, Mulroney!
That's the Zodiac Killer.
It's my dude.
We saw a specific horror film that we knew him to be a killer.
We're gonna need to tell him we got the entire force on this.
How many men can you give me?
I'd like to set up a meeting with your survivor, Michael Michaud.
I can't. He skipped town.
The only guy who's seen Zodiac without a mask is missing.
When he was still in the hospital, we could show him lineups all day long. As soon as he got out, he split.
I don't blame him.
Footprints to and from the crime scene were made by size 10.5 wing walkers. Military-style boots sold only at military PXs.
Whoa.
Did you guys narrow your list off of this?
Yeah. Did Vallejo? I don't know. I don't work in Vallejo. I work here.
Jeez, man. Everyone's having a day.
Look, I'm just trying to get us coordinated.
Have you called Solano Sheriff's Office?
Why do they call Solano?
Because the 2 kids that got killed last Christmas were Solanos.
They were over the county line, so you're going to need to coordinate with them, too.
Boy,
This is great.
This is a team effort here.
I love the monotony of all this coordination, of all this disorganization.
Yeah.
Everyone passing the buck. Everyone's got a fragment.
Have been murdered in the San Francisco area, and in each case, the killer wipe out a school bus.
Oh, jeez.
It's San Francisco.
Oh, it's driving him insane.
Is there no music?
He shoots the cabbie and then takes them off?
There's the first attack.
David Faraday and Betty Jensen.
They both died. From there on out, he only manages to kill the girls.
Not for lack of trying.
Not for lack of trying.
Weird.
He gets so caught up with the women, he forgets to finish off the men.
Plus, they're all couples and all out love his lanes.
Oh.
Single male cab driver on Washington and Cherry doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit.
Exactly.
Wowie, is it a copycat? But it seems like it was him.
He's breaking the pattern.
Yeah.
He's resetting the paradigm.
It's either random to break the pattern or to copycat.
Someone claiming to be Zodiac called Oakland PD a half hour ago. Going to call in on Jim Dunbar's morning show in 3 hours.
On television?
He wants Melvin Belli on to counsel him.
What?
His wife must be so regretting marrying a police officer, in homicide at least.
This man has asked for my help.
The man you're worrying about stuffing you out?
What are these? Cookies?
Oh, Brian Cox.
BC headache powder.
If you see an opportunity, we want you to suggest Old St. Mary's Church in Chinatown.
You'll be tracing the call.
Pacific Telephone says you need to keep him on the line for 15 minutes.
No pressure.
Yeah, geez, 15 minutes is a long time.
Oh, back in that day, yeah.
Nah, when you're in an intense situation, 15 minutes is an eternity, no matter what the time.
Yeah.
Get the tape.
Jim, we have a call. We're going live.
Hello? Hello, this is Melvin Belli. Who am I speaking with?
This is the Zodiac speaking.
So unsettling and...
Do you think you need medical care?
Medical, not mental.
Do you have health problems?
I'm sick. I have headaches.
Oh, God.
I have headaches too, but a chiropractor stopped them a week ago. I think I can help you, Sam.
We just need to get some bones cracking for you.
We're not tracing these calls. You have my word.
Okay.
You've convinced me with that one sentence.
Do you want me to do that, Sam? Do you want me to talk to the district attorney?
Oh, my God.
We heard a scream.
That was my headache.
Oh, boy.
Or you're causing someone else a great deal of pain.
I'm gonna kill them.
Fantastic.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
It's so eerie.
Let's meet and talk, just us.
How
Oh, that's
about
a good
Old St.
idea.
Mary's Church in Chinatown?
No. In front of the Daily City St. Vincent de Paul at 10:30.
I'll see you there.
Damn, brave soul out here.
My, you fellows certainly know how to put on a secret meeting.
Yeah.
Anonymity is the key word here.
Voice is too high. It's too young.
Thanks for coming down, Brian.
Oh, that's the guy who got stabbed at the lake.
Wow.
Trade fertilizer, 1 gallon of stove oil. It's a bomb.
Okay, we gotta call the Army and see if this science experiment could actually work.
Another cipher.
You married?
Divorced.
It's like that Kids in the Hall
2
sketch.
kids.
My name is secretly Quentin Beck.
This can no longer be ignored. What is that you're drinking?
It's an Aqua Velva.
We're getting that next time we go out to the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Aqua Velva.
But who actually cracked the code?
Bonding. Love it.
We are definitely getting that drink now.
Face it, Ray, you're a girl drink drunk.
What's the most common double consonant in the English language?
Consonant?
LL?
Double L.
Yeah.
One word that we know that he'll use in here at least once.
Kill.
Kill.
Right.
Yeah.
But how do you go from A is 1 and B is 2 to figuring out this whole cut?
Well, same way I did. You go to the library.
What's the library?
Then I found a code written in the Middle Ages. Guess what it's called? The Zodiac alphabet.
Whoa.
What?
There's not many basements in California.
Basement for future use. I'll have Vallejo and Napa check with their city planners. Get some sleep.
Going by committee now. I like it.
That is a good call on the basement thing. I've always wanted one, being a California resident.
I am finding it extremely difficult to hold it in check, and I'm afraid I will lose control again and take my 9th and possibly 10th victim. It is a cry for help intended as a private communique.
Which is why you contacted the Chronicle.
The people have a right to know.
Sure.
Toddy?
Yes, please.
Is that eggnog?
Love a hot toddy. Interesting.
Modesto. Wow, I've only been there once.
This is gonna end well. Oh, Jesus, no. Please, no.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't do it.
Oh, no. I wonder. The whole thing with the doctor makes me wonder. Because the guy they were talking to on air, they were like, his voice doesn't match. And if he keeps contacting him, maybe it's like somebody else?
No.
Oh boy.
Is that Iona Sky?
Right rear wheel is loose.
Really?
If you like, I could tighten the lugs up for you.
If you don't mind.
Well, you can't be too careful.
Such a good use of these perspectives. Limited perspective. Oh no! Damn it! No! 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 Oh my God! Oh!
Have a good night.
All right, now skirt. Let's go. Move it. Floor it. Go. You loosen the nuts. Yeah. Damn it. No. 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 Jesus. No.
Must have been worse than I thought. I can give you a lift to a service station.
Okay.
Oh, this poor woman. Oh my God.
Too trustworthy.
I didn't know you had a baby.
Oh, is that okay?
The more the merrier.
Get out of my car.
Just smoking with the baby?
Shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit.
And we just drove past the service station?
I think we just passed a filling station.
It was closed.
Oh my God.
Before I kill you, I'm gonna throw your baby out the window.
What?
What about the baby?
What happened to her?
She said she jumped from a car. I found her like this.
You said it'll be okay.
What about the baby?
My baby! Where's your baby?
She didn't have one when I stopped.
Where's your baby?
Oh my God. Wow.
You hid it? In case he came back.
Oh my God.
She jumped with the baby out of the car. That must be it. Wow.
Thank God. Oh, thank God.
What a transition.
Give her this. Very trustworthy, but she's a survivor. So is the baby.
Going down 5 rows and left, looking for the Modesto B from March.
Oh, Modesto. That's where he snatched the woman and her baby.
Officer Richard Raditich shot sitting in his car.
Zodiac claimed that he shot someone in their car.
A couple days after this article came out, the police already had somebody in custody. Zodiac didn't do it, but took credit for it anyway.
Huh?
He even stole his symbol.
What?
Yeah, shit. If I show you something, you promise not to tell anyone?
Who would I tell?
Okay.
No one listens to me. I'm a cartoonist.
That's the only place that word and that symbol ever appeared together before the letters. The guy stole his logo off a watch.
How can somebody who's killed 13 people...
He claims he's killed 13 people, but which ones can we actually confirm? There's 3 in Vallejo, 1 in Berryessa, the cabbie, that's it.
This is a mind trip.
Yeah.
Maybe he drove them underground.
Maybe he's gone.
All solid conclusions, boys. Definitely.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Oh, it's his birthday again?
He had a birthday last year.
I didn't realize the passage of time had been a year.
Oh yeah, time's flying.
Darlene Barron's killer is brought to justice.
Darlene, the woman from the very beginning.
Done. Jesus.
No. Oh no.
Tell me it's not a piece of bloody shit.
I feel it in my bones. You ache to know my name, and so I'll clue you in, but then why spoil the game? You did call him a latent homosexual in at least one of your articles.
I want a gun.
Yep. Yep.
A gun?
Lots of guns.
Just build yourself an Iron Man suit. You'll be fine.
You are doomed. As a result, several Cron newsmen are wearing lapel buttons reading, "I am not Paul Avery."
Wow.
Yeah, but this is 1970. Are you going to know what Paul Avery looks like? I mean, there's no internet database to look up what someone looks.
Yeah, most people wouldn't. I bet they're counting on that.
I'm working on, do you know the Zodiac?
Yeah.
I'm working with, do you know who Paul Avery is? I work near him, and he's going down tonight to track an anonymous tipster down in Riverside.
You're giving up a lot of info here.
It's near LA.
Oh, wow.
I
don't
kinda.
think Paul knows that it's that far away.
Sounds kind of dangerous.
Are you trying to leave this date right now to go down to Riverside?
Well, you said it was an anonymous tip, right? So it could be an ambush. It could be the Zodiac.
Yeah.
Do you have any change?
my
Oh,
God.
wait, hold on.
You gotta make a call.
And when you said it was dangerous, I just thought that it is dangerous, and it's
Stupid?
stupid. And I just thought that I should call his wife and just see.
This first date is just going perfect.
It's everything you hoped. It's the start of a beautiful marriage.
Well, she said she'd call when she heard from her.
Good.
You wanna go back inside?
Melanie, I should go home and wait for the call.
God damn it.
Is this some sleazy plan to get me to go home with you?
What? No.
No, I don't want you to come with me at all. Get out of here.
I'll get the food to go.
Damn, it worked? Oh, wow.
What? This is so sketchy, my guy. This is sus to the ultimate degree.
At least have the gun ready.
I'm supposed to meet somebody here.
Dude.
At least take somebody with you as well.
Nah, bro. Why are you shouting?
You sitting down?
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe this.
Whoa.
A 1966 Southern California murder that Avery now believes was the Zodiac's first victim.
What? Damn.
Killer wrote to the press letters that I then took personally to the Office of Question Documents.
Damn, now his face is out there.
What I knew in my gut, Ron, the handwriting matches Zodiac's.
Look to the camera emphatically.
How do we know that this lead is real?
It's very real. You know how I know? Because I saw it on TV.
Yes, everything you see on TV is real.
To the public, boy.
She studies in the library the night of October 30th, 1966. Her body's found the next morning in a parking lot, stabbed to death.
Oh.
I'm not sick. I'm insane, but that will not stop the game. This letter should be published for all to read. This could be our boy.
God, there's so many that guys in this movie. Like, so many character actors.
Double postage, just like Zodiac.
These are what sure would moral match to the Zodiac letters?
These in the desktop, Don.
Looks like kid handwriting.
This was found a couple of months later by a janitor in RCC storage.
Oh, wow.
If red, clean blood, spurting, dripping, spilling. Well,
does that match the writing?
I also told him we don't think this is Zodiac.
Okay, wait a minute. You don't think this is Zodiac?
We got a guy we like for it.
Then why give anything to Avery?
I'm trying to cooperate.
That's how you cooperate? By giving information to reporters?
This is just a crap show right now.
Well, I love, the illustration of the tension between the press and the police.
Does it matter that Riverside may not be able to make a case against their suspect because of you?
Tell it to Sherwood. I'm out here beating the bushes, trying to draw him out. We're in this together.
Well, we're not in anything together.
Ooh.
Hey, Bullet. Been
Hey.
a year and a half. You gonna catch this guy or not?
Yeesh.
Go f yourself.
Happily.
You should have called me, Paul.
One moment, please.
I mean, I get it. He was scared, but he kind of did go over their heads. In a life-threatening situation, you do crazy, impulsive things.
Well, and two, when you're, when you're in the game.
A bastard like Andre could have done something like cut off all the victims' hands.
Zodiac didn't cut off any of the victims' hands.
Travis and I work here side by side for 10 years. His foot gets crushed in an accident, and the killings begin.
Is that Jeff Daniel Phillips? He's in a bunch of Rob Zombie movies. He was the Geico caveman. Good actor.
He said it'd be easy because there'd be no real motive to the thing. Then he said he'd write letters to the police and call himself Zodiac to mess with them. He talked about shooting out the tires of a school bus and picking off the little darlings. Leigh's into skin diving. I know he's been up to that.
Skin diving.
First recorded contact with the police department about Alan was in Pomona, January 10th, 1970. He just got lost in the shuffle.
Did Cheney have anything against Alan? Did Alan screw his wife or anything?
I mean, it's a legit question.
He misspells words like that. He thinks it's funny.
What about the handwriting?
I don't know. Don't you have experts for that stuff?
Yeah.
Question document says it's inconclusive.
Maybe he did it with his other hand.
The letters are a little too neat for someone to have written with the wrong hand.
Yeah, some of the...
He's ambidextrous. He can write with either hand.
He writes the Zodiac letters with his right hand, producing a different handwriting that he can't be linked to.
Whoa.
Make sure you call Mullinax. It is his backyard.
All right, because that works so well for us in Riverside.
It seems too simple.
No, they solved this. This is going to be fine.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
The film's done.
Kind of lumbering.
Have you ever read or heard anything about the Zodiac?
When it was first in the paper, but I didn't follow it after those first reports. I told all this to the other officer.
What?
From Vallejo. It was right after the murder at the lake.
And what did you tell this officer?
That day when I came home, my neighbor saw me.
Neighbor's name?
Bill White. He died a week or so afterwards. Heart attack. So I didn't think to call to follow
up. Sure.
The knives I had in my car with the blood on them, that blood came from a chicken that I killed for dinner.
This just got interesting.
I had knives in my car that weekend. Maybe Bill saw them and called the other officer on me.
Well, we'll be checking in on that. Were you ever in Southern California at any time in 1966?
Is this about the Riverside killing?
Yes.
Kind of watch.
Foreman says that you're ambidextrous.
My teachers tried to make me when I was a kid, but I couldn't. I'm left-handed.
He also said that you made statements about school children.
That is...
Oh.
That's a horrible thing to say.
So you aren't angry about being fired from Valley Springs for your students?
Ugh. Ugh.
This is so unsettling.
I'm not the Zodiac. And if I was, I certainly wouldn't tell you.
I mean...
That's a nice watch.
Thank you.
Oh, the Zodiac watch? Right, the logo came from the Zodiac watch, right?
We're gonna find out, yeah. It's a Rolex.
Where'd you get it?
It's a Christmas gift from my mother 2 years ago.
Of all the watches. Oh.
The most dangerous game. That's why you're here, isn't it? It was my favorite book in high school. It's about this man who waits for people to get shipwrecked on this island.
Yeah.
Man is the most dangerous animal of all.
That's the whole point of the story.
Yeah. We read that in high school as well.
Did you really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't. We read Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet.
There you go.
I mean, right now they just have circumstantial evidence. They don't have any actual evidence, but they have a legitimate suspect. I mean, damn.
Oof.
I'm not saying it's him, but that was quite an intriguing conversation.
Zodiac letters that were sent. We'd like you to take a look at them.
You think my brother's the Zodiac?
Oh my God. It's Stan Winston Jr.
Matt Winston.
Oh, is his son?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was an actor.
Yeah. He's the beauty pageant host in Little Miss Sunshine at the end.
Here, where he spells Christmas with 2 S's. We got a Christmas card from Leigh a couple of years ago. He spelled it the exact same way.
Christmas. Back to the encounter.
Yeah.
This suspect is not your Zodiac.
I mean, we know he's ambidextrous.
In 38 years, I've never seen anyone that ambidextrous.
Really?
I mean, this is so cold, this case.
We need Alan's right hand. We can't get it without a warrant.
Are there other guys we should be looking at?
Only what?
2,300?
Okay, then.
Let's start back over.
Find the hay in the needle stack.
You wrote the Justice Department asking to be put in charge of the Zodiac investigation.
1 year later.
Clearinghouse to promote an exchange and free flow of ideas.
And that you run it.
Well, who's better than me? The marked man.
Yeah.
1, stop boozing. 2, stop doing whatever else it is you're doing. And 3, cut this nonsense out.
No more cocaine.
You feel my excellent work is no longer in step with this trashy provincial rag. More than happily decamp for greener pastures.
Oh, I mean it.
My man needs to start a band. Avery and the Marked Men.
Last year, we arranged for Leigh to get help from a social worker. He couldn't talk about a former patient, so I just asked him straight out if he thought Leigh was capable of killing people.
Because of patient confidentiality.
The man said yes.
Yeah.
Wowie.
If not, we get his prints and handwriting samples from both hands.
That sure would shut you down.
What if I can get a second opinion? If the suspect is ambidextrous, could he possibly have written those letters with his other hand?
Get the samples of his other hand. If he's the Zodiac, you'll get a match.
Sure.
Meanwhile, I spoke to a psychologist. Someone who undergoes a personality change like Zodiac would manifest it physically, altering his handwriting.
Whoa.
Which is why Sherwood couldn't get a match from Alan's samples.
Like actual alters? Like...
Think he's got multiple personality disorder?
Maybe.
This is the Santa Rosa Police Department. We have a warrant to search your residence.
Oh, no. Oh. Or is he dead?
Hold it out. There's rodents running around.
My man skipped town. Dude, this trailer's even got a skylight.
Neighbor said he tore out of here about half hour ago. You think somebody tipped him?
We're not leaving till he comes back.
We live here now. And he never came back.
I'll check the back.
All the squirrels. Shouts out to little Ricky. Rest in peace.
Jesus.
What? Squirrels.
And even in the fridge?
Piece of work, this guy.
Yeah, I guess. Wowie. This must have been a fun day on set.
Not one, but two blue windbreakers. And a pair of
Black
They wearing
gloves.
are they wearing gloves right now?
men's 7, just like the ones we found in the cab.
No, they really ought to be. Jesus.
They're just touching everything.
Both 22s, one automatic, one revolver.
That's
Luger.
interesting. Because he happens to have an M1 rifle here.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was a Luger in the cab, right?
Yeah.
Hello out there. Remember us?
Tiny little shorts. Oh, they called him Arthur, too. They didn't like that.
Are you guys the squirrel catchers?
Yeah, it's animal control.
It's not your suspect.
No.
Ugh.
Ballistics, no match. Prints, no match. Writing, no match.
Ah!
He's not your guy.
Wow.
We were so sure.
Did the Zodiac like know about this guy? Just like he's like so kind of perfectly positioned.
And he had the Zodiac watch too. Of all, why? I know it's probably a popular brand at the time, but still.
4 years later.
Adam Goldberg?
Oh, snap.
This is like an all-star cast.
Adam Goldberg has entered the game.
Is he taking over for Paul Avery or just another person at the Chronicle?
Honored to leave the Chronicle and go work for the Sacramento Bee. Dare to dream, right, Robert?
Yeah.
Just drop me off at my place and take the car.
You should keep the car. I'm not coming in tomorrow.
Or ever again.
I'm done.
What?
I put in for a transfer.
What?
Dude, how's Maverick gonna fly without Goose?
Dude, this Zodiac guy is like messing with all these people's lives and brains and all that shit.
Persuasive.
Not Paul Avery.
Ugh.
The boys need to be tucked in, please, and the baby needs changing.
Okay.
Aww. Flower power.
I gotta watch you play sometime. Are you in a band?
Not yet.
Ah, one day. Oh.
Hey!
Seen that? Mesmerizing.
Oh, yeah. My own kids would kill me for one of those.
I feel like what's happened to Paul is what would have happened in Jaws to Quint if they wouldn't have caught the shark and they survived.
Sure.
If you put all the information together, maybe you could jog something loose. And then I was thinking that nobody knows the case better than you. You have all the files.
Yes.
Lost them.
No, what?
Do you know that more people die in the East Bay commute every 3 months than that idiot ever killed? He offed a few citizens, he wrote a few letters, and he faded into footnote.
Michael Myers killed 3 people in 1978.
It's 4 years ago.
Looks like the dude right now.
You're wrong. It was important.
He's getting there. He just needs to grow his hair a little longer, but he's getting there.
You hovered over my desk. You stole from wastebaskets. Am I being unkind?
Oh.
It's interesting, though, how Mark Ruffalo and Jake Gyllenhaal, they just will not let it go, though.
I'm still fascinated by the positioning of the Gyllenhaal character. Oh, shit. Nice.
Thank you.
Was where that cab just parked? That wasn't the exact spot where that was it?
That's where the cabbie, yeah, because the kids were watching from that window up there.
Ah, that is so...
Everybody's looking back over the cabbie scene.
I wanted to ask you about Zodiac.
Zodiac hasn't written in 3 years. Do you know how many murders we've had in San Francisco since then?
No.
Over 200.
So nobody cares.
I care.
Sure.
For Cypher, everything an amateur would need to create it can be found in these books. If you can track these books, then maybe you can track the man. So I went to every base library, and I got a list of every person who's ever checked out these books.
Yeah, he should make a cartoon about the Zodiac.
Also, I wonder if he would have had to at some point.
And it means they were stolen.
Every book on ciphers was stolen from the Presidio Library.
And the Oakland Army Terminal Library.
Oh, now the wheels are turning.
I can't discuss the case with you. I can't give you information, and I certainly couldn't tell you to go see Ken Narlow in Napa.
Hey!
My man.
Thank you for not telling me that.
My man.
I understand his position. He's like, I can't again, these aerial shots. I love it. Dude, Fincher, you are killing it.
What are you, some kind of Boy Scout? Eagle Scout.
Well, I was.
Actually, first class. If you want to do this, don't let me stop you. Better start with Vallejo, Jack Mulligan.
We have so many comic book actors in this movie, you realize? He was in Blade and Ghost Rider.
Oh, sure. Is that Donald Logue?
Donald Logue, yeah.
No pens, no paper. Anything that you see that's relevant, you better remember in your head. Okay.
Remember in your head.
Photographic memory on.
This is interesting.
Whoa. Ooh, the sounds.
Yeah.
It's like the mix of him reading along and their chatter from the crime
Do you still remember
scenes.
at the... I know this is a random thought, but do you remember at the very first scene with the couple got shot? She wouldn't reveal who it was. He's like, who was that? She's like, oh, it's nobody or something. Remember?
Yeah.
Like, I still want to know what she wouldn't say. I feel like she knew him.
Strange man, strange man, strange man. Oh, yeah, jeez.
Write down everything he just processed.
Cup that water between your fingertips.
Damn, he's actually doing a great... Like, I've tried writing on napkins like that. Not easy.
Rip them up.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever get in touch with Mike Mageau during your investigation and show him suspect photos?
Why?
He's the only surviving victim who ever saw Zodiac without a mask.
Why are you asking me? Mageau and Darlene, that's Vallejo's case. Paul Stein is mine. You've got 4 minutes now.
Yeah.
She and her husband, they move into their new house, and one night they throw this painting party.
What's a painting party?
It's a party where people come and help you paint.
Sounds like a terrible party.
That's not a party at all.
And Darlene is terrified of him.
So you think that Darlene knew Zodiac?
That's what I just said, yeah.
Zodiac knew Darlene, and maybe Mageau knows Zodiac.
But Mageau's gone. So if you want to connect Darlene to Zodiac, you're going to have to find another way.
Ugh.
There were 4 other calls. There were 2 to Darlene's house, 1 to Darlene's brother-in-law, and 1 to Darlene's father-in-law. Just heavy breathing. I mean, this is before anyone in the family knew that Darlene had been shot.
Whoa.
So either Zodiac shoots a random couple, then he recognizes Darlene.
Or Darlene was shot on purpose.
Whoa.
That's what I literally just said to you, because she wouldn't reveal, remember, to...
Yeah, she knew something about who that person was in the
he said
car.
to her, who was that? And she said, oh, it was nobody. Like, she wouldn't say who it was.
Yeah, she clearly recognized
knew,
or knew something we didn't know.
Zodiac calling people at home? He did that in San Francisco once.
What? Who did he call?
Ghostbusters.
I can't tell you. That's privileged information.
But
maybe Melvin Belli could.
I love their rapport.
Yeah, that's who he called.
You mean to Mr. Belli about the case?
No, to the Zodiac when he called. He said he had to kill because it was his birthday.
What day was this?
When was this?
So many years ago. Mr. Belli was away for Christmas. The Zodiac called, wanted to talk to him.
So he was born around Christmas.
So Christmas Day or the week before Christmas?
I have to kill. Today is my birthday. Then the letter arrived.
So the call came before the letter of December 20th.
So is that the 18th?
How do I confirm it?
Well, if my partner did talk to someone from Justice, then they would have had to put that in a report. That's standard procedure.
Call the DOJ.
The report, like you said.
Why would he volunteer the day he was born? Bill Armstrong checked this out. None of the suspects had the same birthday as this phantom caller.
Bill Armstrong.
Can I give you a piece of advice?
Stop.
You're looking in the wrong place. Handwriting, fingerprints, that's what this whole thing's about. Stick to the evidence.
Yes, that worked for us.
Robert Graysmith has quietly been shopping his book about the Zodiac.
Well, that's what the article's about.
I'm not so sure that's something we want people to know about.
Why, are you embarrassed?
No, put it together.
He targets people.
He reads the Chronicle?
Yeah, but he's never gonna read Herb Cain.
Oh, no. No. Yes! Awesome.
Yeah?
I can tell you who the Zodiac is.
I read Herb Cain.
The Zodiac killer is obsessed with movies. He recorded his murders on film. I tried to tell the police, but they wouldn't follow through on it.
What?
He's a friend of the Zodiac's. Mr. Vaughn does not know his friend is a killer, and he's storing some film canisters for him.
What?
Zodiac's name is Rick Marshall.
What?
Why would you give this information? Okay.
Well, who is it that's giving?
In his first letters, he executed the K with 2 strokes. Later letters, he did them with 3.
Why?
We don't know.
Wow.
About a month ago, a man showed up on my doorstep, very distraught. Name was Wallace Penny. He said he knew who the Zodiac was. Give me a name.
Whoa.
Rick somebody?
Rick Marshall?
Yeah. I never cleared a Rick Marshall.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Hello? Hello, who is this?
It's Black Christmas.
It's the wrong number.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I was expecting a heavy breathing call, thank you. Now I gotta wait for them to call back.
Does the name Rick Marshall mean anything to you?
You just named my favorite suspect in the whole case.
Love this guy.
I handed him a photo. He looks at it, he's about to give it back, and he stops and he says, "My goodness, I got fingerprints all over this." And he wipes them off.
Huh.
Rick Marshall was a Navy man. He received code training. He was also a projectionist at a silent film theater.
Ooh.
Damn.
How do I get copies of Rick Marshall's handwriting?
3 ways. Get a warrant, which you can't. 2, get him to volunteer, which he won't.
And 3,
yeah, get to it.
get creative.
That he is.
I need a sample of Rick Marshall's handwriting.
I told you, Vaughn.
Mr. Penny.
Rick used to draw movie posters for the theater Vaughn worked at. I'll send one down.
Thank you.
You know what? Instead of getting handwriting and fingerprints, just do heavy breathing tests on everyone.
Sure.
That will solve it.
Yes, that will be the smoking gun.
On the poster, the one letter that absolutely, positively does not match is the letter K.
Damn it. I was looking at the Ks, and they don't look that similar.
Oh, his new partner. It's interesting seeing all the chess pieces falling off the chessboard and then seeing Jake Gyllenhaal take a more active role in their parts.
Jennings here from the Chronicle.
Came in this morning and you need to see it right now.
See what?
The new Zodiac letter. And it mentions you.
It mentions you.
This is the Zodiac speaking. I'm back with you. Tell Herb Cain I am here. I have always been here.
These guys are from Internal Affairs.
I want to see headshots.
Oh, about his rapport with Jake Gyllenhaal?
I think not only is this new letter a forgery, but it was written by the very man trusted to hunt down this killer, David Toschi.
What?
He believes Toschi wrote the letter to drum up publicity for himself.
Yes, definitely. Agree.
We've been running handwriting samples.
Who's we?
Sherwood and I.
Sherwood, who drinks like Paul Avery now?
He retired.
Oh, no.
You know what the chances of us arresting someone are now? Too much time has gone by, okay? Too much of the evidence is lost.
Ugh, God.
Zodiac was my job. It is not yours.
And whose job is it now?
He's still out there, Dave.
No, Robert, I am through with this. I am through with you.
Nah, you can't stay away.
I get it. He's just trying to do the right thing, but it's just having a profoundly bad effect on everyone.
One day before the vernal equinox. Dad?
Yeah, mark that.
Oh, got another on June 19th, 1971.
Oh, my God.
Are they helping him?
Yep. Got a whole team on the case.
Don't tell Mom about our special project, okay?
Oh, my God.
While they're watching Flintstones. Nothing like bonding over true crime with your children.
We've been cross-referencing lunar cycles with the Zodiac's timeline. Each cycle since '69 corresponds with an attack with one of the letters or an unsolved homicide.
Shh.
What's this?
In the decade since the Zodiac's last cipher was received,
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
a cartoonist has succeeded.
My man.
Oh, just a lot of books from the library, and I love puzzles, so I just...
Oh, my God.
I know what that's like, doing the oxygen mask.
Hey, we found Linda. She's in jail, isn't that great?
Why'd you do it?
Because she'll be able to identify Rick Marshall.
Have the kids?
We went on TV.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. That's a real bad idea.
Who's been calling our house in the middle of the night at least once a week?
Nobody.
Dude, you cannot ignore that.
I need to know who he is. I need to look him in the eye. And I need to know that it's him.
Oh, no, dude.
Why do you need to do this?
Because nobody else will.
That's not good enough.
Are you done? Can I go?
There are going to be papers on your pillow tonight.
You needed to speak to me? Why don't we just go to my home?
Oh, I don't want to put you out.
It's no trouble.
Do you need to screw my tires too?
Yeah, you should check all my lug nuts, you know?
Watch your step.
We've got Roger Rabbit in the house.
Please.
Charles Fleischer He's also in Nightmare on Elm Street, At the Dream Clinic, The Doctor, and Back to the Future Part 2. Save the clock tower.
Do you remember the Zodiac?
This is about Rick Marshall, isn't it?
Well, yes.
There is a connection between one of the Zodiac attacks and that film.
You mean the symbol?
What?
The first time I saw it in the papers, I thought about that.
Whoa.
Huh.
Rick left a film canister here that he told you never to open.
Tip.
What?
The poster that Rick drew, the handwriting is the closest that we have ever come to a match.
Rick didn't draw any posters. I do the posters myself.
Oh, damn it. Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, this is going to end well.
Why don't I just find out when we played that film?
But that's all right.
It's not a problem. They're just down in the basement.
Yep.
Not many people have basements in California.
I do.
Follow me, would you?
The original Studio One sheets I always kept for myself.
I mean, he said he's very curious to find out who it is.
Oh, man. He's been sent on a wild goose chase.
Ran in May '69, 9 weeks before the first Zodiac.
Yeah.
Do you think he saw the film in our theater and was inspired?
Just delivering this all from the shadows.
Oh, yeah, but do you remember that shot and when he was in the cab, how he was covered in the shadow?
Oh, sure. No, I mean, it's very suggestive. I mean, giving you an opportunity just to examine his voice.
Thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
Ooh. Check out some of these film canisters. Check the lock, sir.
It's locked.
Great use of that mirror.
Thank you.
Jeez, my dude.
That was so suspenseful. And
one hand, you're like, keep your cool, but the other hand, you're like, how could you keep your cool?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't even there, and I'm freaking out.
Yeah, you'd be tearing out of there. Bad news. Empty house. Took the kids and went to mom's.
Uh-oh. You put the family in danger, we shall leave you, Papa.
The Zodiac kidnapped my entire family.
She leave a note?
Yeah.
It's like a note right there.
It's a cipher.
Took the kids to
mom's. Don't
call.
Oh.
Yeah, but wasn't the his son? That was his son, though, right? The one from the beginning, before they even started?
Well, you know, she's mom now.
Oh, is this Darlene's sister?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I don't know this. I know I've seen this actress before. I just don't know her name.
I know her name. Damn.
Tell me about this painting party.
I told the cops about that so long ago.
I don't even remember it. People get old.
Darlene always had a lot of boys around, even though she was married. This one guy was weird, though.
So she was. It rhymes with a mutt.
Oh, took me a second, but I got it.
I
Talking
was,
promiscuity.
Yeah, I was just kidding. It was my poor attempt at humor.
We don't mutt shame here, Andrew.
I'm so sorry.
She once told me he'd killed somebody. And Darlene told me to stay away from it. She was scared of him. A couple weeks later, she was dead.
Yeah.
That is eerie.
Do you remember his name?
I mean, it was short, like a nickname.
Rick?
No, I don't think so.
How can you be sure? It was a long time ago. Think hard.
This is what happens. They're all obsessed.
It wasn't Rick.
It's like I lost my family over this. What? Damn it.
Mans is
now
obsessed.
I've got nothing.
It was Leigh.
Oh, shit.
Wait, is that the guy with the squirrels?
Yep.
Wait, she was with Leigh? That guy?
That's what she said. I mean,
I'm not saying she would.
Just give me 5 minutes. I know exactly where it is.
Come back at 8 a.m.
Just having a hard time. Like, I'm not saying a woman would not be interested in.
Well, and you never know. He could have been more dashing before he got moved around and into trouble.
Leigh, who used to bring Darlene presents from Tijuana.
That's just one name. In a file that contains hundreds, it's nothing. My investigation into the subject is over. Sorry.
You're not sorry at all. Clea Duvall. That's her name.
That's her.
Got it.
Isn't she in a movie where like a video game comes to life? It's like a horror film.
Maybe Stay Alive.
I forgot what it's called.
I think she's in The Faculty. She's in a bunch of stuff.
I never saw The Faculty. That's the horror film, right?
Who's there?
She's in Argo.
Argo, F yourself?
Yep.
You didn't return my calls.
Oh, I've been kind of busy.
You told me not to.
I tried to send you these.
Ah, you've been served.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Did it ever?
Can I just serve you these divorce papers, please?
Yeah.
The kids miss
Oh.
you.
Can't see me like this.
Neither can I. So do whatever you have to. Finish this.
Yeah. That's morbid.
Go to her.
Here's your divorce papers. Fix yourself.
Go to her.
Oh. Okay, not divorce papers.
Oh, God.
Is he a cunning suspect?
I was like, are we going linguist with this? What are we doing?
Our birthday was the one time that he was weak. The one time that he gave something away.
Robert, I am calling the police.
It's Arthur Lee Allen.
Oh, you liked him from the start, dude.
You did.
Where'd you get that name?
Hey.
December 69. I need to kill. Today's my birthday. It was his birthday. Arthur
Oh,
Lee
wow.
Allen was born
Damn.
on December 18th.
Ah!
Dude.
Knew they should have had animal control get those squirrels.
2,500 suspects. The only one who ever wrote me a letter was Leigh.
Damn.
They like to help, sometimes. Yes, Robert, I know.
I told you when the lug nuts thing happened, I was only thinking of that actor. I told you that. And that was before we even saw him.
I'm sorry I wasn't your man. And it's typewritten. Using a typewriter is not a crime. And he knew Darlene. It's in the Vallejo files.
Oh, and he knew so much in that conversation. We were like, this is a very...
Yeah.
But you spent 2 years on him, and nobody ever came close. All the evidence said no. Sherwood disqualified his handwriting. The same Sherwood that drinks like Paul Avery now.
Well, because the writing was from Roger Rabbit. That's why, right?
Sure, yeah.
That's how he was able to beat them with the handwriting.
Because there was no evidence, Robert.
What do you mean there's no evidence? You have him seen with the ciphers, the military boot prints, the same size shoes and gloves, the most dangerous game, the Zodiac watch, Bloody
All
Nine.
circumstantial.
That's why I told you. All circumstantial evidence. You get nothing concrete.
You interviewed him at the refinery on August 4th. Yeah. So he's cleaning out his trailer. He's moving it to a different county 48 hours after you interviewed him?
That's not sus.
He just wants to start anew.
Totally normal.
Now, when do the letters begin?
July 69.
After the murder of Darlene Farron. Now, after that, do any of the letters contain swatches of Paul Stein's shirt? No, because he dumped him, because he got scared, because he knew that you were onto him. When's the next letter from Zodiac?
January of 1974.
Paul Stein was the taxi driver.
Then in 74, he feels comfortable again because everybody's moved off Allen as a suspect. 3 new letters from Zodiac in January, May, and July in 74.
This all sounds logic.
What happens to Allen?
He's arrested. We don't get another letter from Zodiac the entire time he's there.
Oh, wow.
Allen gets out, he types you an apology, and then what? We get our first new Zodiac letter in 4 years.
Wow.
Jesus, that is compelling.
Again, it's still circumstantial, but that is very compelling.
Darlene Farron worked at the Vallejo House of Pancakes on the corner of Tennessee.
Okay.
Arthur Lee Allen lived in his mother's basement on Fresno Street. Door to door. That is less than 50 yards.
Jesus.
So he ate there.
I can't prove this.
It's still circumstantial.
Just because you can't prove it doesn't mean it's not true.
Easy, Dirty Harry.
Yeah. That's the
our
movie
thing.
they met.
That's our thing now, yeah.
1983, so this all started in 68. Wow. This
is wild.
A long time to pin it on someone.
Nah, dude, the Black Dahlia, all these are gonna get solved like any day now.
Oh, they're at
Jack the Ripper, they're gonna figure all this shit out.
Yeah, but he's gonna know what Lee's gonna know exactly what he looks like.
Can I help you?
No.
It's a great little change in expression. 7.5, Jesus, 1991.
Woo! Boy, the timeline in this film.
John and Andrew have entered the game.
Yes, we are alive and ready now.
It's been alive for a second. Oh, my man's is selling.
Yes, I'm a crystal 3 years old at this point now.
Oh, we got a Jimmy Simpson. Damn.
I think the only movie I've ever seen him in was Loser with Jason Biggs, if I remember correctly.
Mans is a terrific actor. He's also on It's Always Sunny.
I never saw that one.
Westworld.
Mr. Michaud.
Oh.
Thanks for coming to see me.
Damn. That's from the very beginning, the actor who played Minkus with Darlene, but obviously different actor now.
Yeah, I'm going to show you a group of photographs. Now, the person that shot you may or may not be among these photographs. Right.
Just tell me which one is your
time. If you don't recognize anyone, that's okay.
I mean, that would not be easy. 22 years later.
How sure are you?
Pretty sure. Damn.
Last time I saw this face was July 4th, 1969. I am very sure that's the man who shot me.
8 out of 10, very sure.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Of course. Of course.
Damn. A partial DNA profile did not match Allen, was developed from a 33-year-old. Whoa.
Still open?
Wow,
Damn.
dude. He's still the prime and only suspect.
Jeez.
Arthur Lee Allen. Inspector David Toschi retired from the San Francisco Police Department in 1989. He was cleared of all charges. He wrote the 1970 Zodiac. Well, that's good.
I wonder how he
Chloë
got
passed away.
emphysema. All those cigarettes?
Yeah. Robert Graysmith lives in San Francisco. Oh, that's good. Damn.
Oh, wow. Not one call since Alan's passing?
Yeah.
Jeez.
But did he get back together with his wife?
It just says that he's got a healthy relationship with his children, so...
Doesn't necessarily mean that their mother stuck around.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Fincher, directed the hell out of this movie, and I love the way he used the camera in certain POV shots, and, Leigh Norris, so it was Stuart Minkus from Boy Meets World.
I liked that they credited, I guess they had multiple actors playing the potential Zodiacs.
Oh,
here.
did they? Oh, I didn't see that in the
makes a lot of
credits.
sense, yeah. They had a Zodiac 1, Zodiac 2.
Smart.
They probably had different statures for different points in time.
It makes sense to do that because, again, they didn't officially have someone in real life that they caught, too, it's smart to actually do that as well.
Well, yeah, it plays into that whole, again, you're taking people's accounts, everyone's got a slightly different one, and you're passing through time, so, like, this person's stature is probably going to change a little bit over that course. Such great little observation of details.
For me, obviously when it comes to a murder mystery, crime-solving thriller, obviously, the most interesting aspect of the film is always solving the case, of course. And I wanted to know who it was. Obviously, we saw who our prime suspect was, of course. But I found the most fascinating aspect of this film, the ramifications of what trying to solve the case was having on everyone trying to solve it.
Oh, yeah.
Just like you got Robert Downey Jr.'s character, you got Goose and the Hulk, and then you got Mysterio. Again, just seeing how it's just disrupting. Obviously, you got fear and paranoia. They just want to solve it so they can go back to their regular lives and do their normal thing, of course.
So they can go focus on other atrocities.
Yeah, exactly. But again, just seeing the ramifications on what it's happening on their family and daily lives, I found that to be the most fascinating aspect. And from that perspective, I just I felt like, the Zodiac Killer was winning in that way. He's disrupting these people's lives in an awful and negative way.
Well, yeah, he says that thing about being in control now of everything. And, and in a way, he is. It makes sense because, wow, look at all these consultants too. Because it's obviously the victims suffer the very worst anguish,
of course,
and their families and whatnot. But it is a testament to just how much you can absorb. The heart, the hearts, minds, and nerves of so many people, and obviously it makes the most sense to center this around both the journalists and the officers investigating. But it's one of those things that kind of absorbs everyone. Everyone is aware of this. Everyone's watching the news. Everyone's paranoid that they might be next, or they might run into somebody, or some weird off-color situation is going to lead somewhere terrible. And then, when you're looking in on the people actually kind of investigating this, you see just the level of intense obsession that has to exist. You have to be tenacious to go after something like this anyway, but also this is the kind of thing that, how could you not become consumed by it and obsessed with it? And I really enjoyed the way they portrayed that through all the different characters, especially, it's I think you pointed out at some point, you've got so many people kind of entering and exiting the chessboard and kind of doing their best and kind of finding out what their limits are. And everybody, it seems like only Goose. only him. Only he seemed to be able to get out and just go on with life, and the rest of these
on
guys,
a positive note,
are sort of consumed by this.
Yeah.
And yeah, to have Jake Gyllenhaal, who's there from the beginning, but in these little fits and bursts, he's not really the focus until like halfway through the movie when Avery leaves and it's a freaking Adam Goldberg was in one scene.
Two scenes. His opening scene and then the scene where he's calling Mark Ruffalo's character to let him know the Zodiac had written another letter.
Yeah, but for all intents and purposes, we have like one exchange meaningfully with him.
With him and Jake Gyllenhaal.
And but then for Jake Gyllenhaal to be the sort of the longest enduring, like he's kind of held out of everything because of his position at the paper. Obviously, Cartoonist, we don't really need you that much unless you're helping solve these ciphers or whatever.
Yeah.
And then eventually he sort of takes up the mantle and becomes, I'm sure, one of the many who have posited popular theories and whatnot. And like this is the kind of movie that makes me like this was already so engrossing. I shudder to broach the prospect because I know a couple people who are like very deep down the rabbit hole of just interest in and I guess morbid fascination with this case, and it does make you want to go and look at all the details and kind of break it all down. But I thought the way that they handled it here was well done because it is about the greater circumstances, about the whole picture. It's not just about relishing in these atrocities. And like when the murders take place, they are striking, they are stark, they are harsh. But I feel like this does manage to avoid the exploitative quality that a lot of movies based on real life killers succumb to ultimately. Is like it didn't become too much of a geek show. And I feel like the way they shot a lot of those sequences in particular, like you are there with, these poor victims and it is so eerie and you're never quite seeing him. Like, I think they did a really nice job with the perspective and it really feels like something cobbled together minus, certain small moments here and there where you're like, well, I don't know who would have recorded this, but like so many little things feel lived in and like this was probably incredible. Like I want to know how long it took to get to the point where we could roll camera on this.
Yeah.
Because so much research would have had to have been done.
Yeah, for sure. And when it comes to Jake Gyllenhaal's character, I like the theme of obsession, how it takes over and like just how he's losing himself. He's getting his kids involved on the case.
Everybody, but especially
because obviously we see that he's got this rapport between him and Mark Ruffalo, which I love, where he's like, and I would tell you not to go see this person. I would tell you not to go see, because officially, obviously, he'd lose his job if he's telling a reporter to tell him to do these things so anonymously. He's doing this, but those rapports between him and Mark Ruffalo were great. So he gets his kids involved. But again, that's why I said I found it so fascinating to see just how obsession was taking over at this point, because he's got to know who this guy is. It's like it's not even about the solving from my perspective, it's not even about the solving anymore. It's just the ramifications of seeing what it's doing to society and our main characters at this point. So I found that to be fascinating. Also, too, I just really thought, just from a cinematic perspective, I love the way the cinematography was. And there were some tracking shots, too, where we were...
That aerial above the car.
I'm like, and again, this is it's 2007, so a little before drones, using drones as cameras. So some of those shots where they were tracking over the car and then turning with it too.
Where are we in terms of motion tracking, image stabilization? Because
it was impressive.
Because now, you can digitally through various means lock a target and have your camera always keep that center. And I'm sure that there was at least decent technology for that at the time, but I do wonder because it's not quite as 2023 you could do that. You could just get a phone and a drone and you're done.
I would assume too that Zodiac book that we saw by Graysmith, is that the character Jake Gyllenhaal was? Robert Graysmith. I would assume that the book we saw there at the end in 1991, I'm assuming that's the real book that he wrote in real life.
That's got to be the book this is
heavily
based on.
That James Vanderbilt wrote. And by the way, James Vanderbilt, great job. I loved the script that he wrote. And two scenes that really, the whole movie stood out to me, but two scenes that really stood out. That first scene they had with Leigh, where they were interrogating him at his work. Like,
it felt like Mindhunter.
Yeah.
Made me want to go watch Mindhunter.
Yeah. There is that scene. And then just the scene where it was extremely suspenseful at Roger Rabbit's house.
Yes.
I was just, again, it's not exactly, it's a murder mystery crime thriller. And I know you can make a case there's horror elements to, being in a film
this
like
is
that.
a horror. I mean, true crime to me
it is horror.
The
I guess you could
horror
say,
of life. And I mean, true crime is bigger than ever. People love true crime, but that's the stuff I struggle the most with in terms of like stuff that gets under my skin and freaks me out.
Yeah, of course. No, I mean, I've watched plenty of what's the show on I'm blanking right now on
Unsolved Mysteries.
Not Unsolved. I mean, I did watch that too. It's the one where they were Forensic Files. I watched so many episodes, not because I wanted to.
Because you're taking notes for your future career. Yeah.
Exactly, yes.
No sane person knows as many movie references as you, Andrew.
I found fascinating.
And this guy was he was a cinephile.
Yes, I found.
It was you.
Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. I found fascination in just like how police officers and forensic teams like just work together as a team, and the scientific process that went behind it in solving, the murders, and also
all the handwriting stuff.
Yeah, and all that, but also
partial fingerprints.
Yeah, and all that, but also too like the psychosis and what goes on. And obviously, clearly, people who do these type of things are just they need mental health. I mean, they have obviously mental problems, and like, why are they doing these types of things? It's just like that was my fascination with watching those types of shows. And I really also loved the rapport and the different types of teamwork, because obviously they were completely on different pages at the beginning. Because when we saw Goose's character, he's like, oh, do I need to be on the phone with it? Oh, I guess I got to call this. Oh, I guess I got to call Vallejo.
That was
and I gotta
really
call this.
fun to watch. Like, I mean, maddening, but also really fun. And watching them, I like the way they pitched that, because they could have drawn it out and made it like this big old conflict. And at first it is, and it's like jurisdiction and people stepping on each other's toes, and people are like, well, my work is sound. Don't come at me all suspicious like. And then watching this network form of here are all like the main bureaus and departments and police stations and stuff that are working on this, and here's your little web that later Jake Gyllenhaal is going to spend all his time bouncing around between. It's like really well laid out in terms of the geography and the characters, and I think the way that it continues hopping through time, it moves through time in a way that I found really compelling. That you might, if you're not paying too much attention, you might get lost during. But I thought this was it enhanced the experience greatly, and I think that something like this has to be so hard, I would imagine, to script. Especially. And I thought the way, obviously Fincher is a pretty master director, and this seems to be, I haven't seen the full filmog, but this
we still need to see Alien 3.
Yes, this does seem like an agreeable sort of pinnacle in some ways in terms of his filmography. But hats off to the writing for not making this too overwhelming, too convoluted, too hard to keep track of. And for whittling down what I can only assume must be so many details and speculations, because one thing I don't know a ton about the actual case. I have had people, kind of walk me through some of the basics and a few of the major theories. And from what I know, there are many compelling and strange details and other suspects and theories as to who it could have been. It did make me curious, that whole bit where he's like writing himself, where Toschi is like writing himself a couple of these letters. That's something I would like to go back and kind of look at and unpack. Not that I'm saying like, oh, he did it, but I'm just like, oh, what a weird detail. But yeah, like this is a terrific ensemble. I thought the way that
the cast, wow.
Oh yeah, like their main cast is great. Their supporting cast around the more like household name ensemble.
Yeah,
like all these different really recognizable character actors and stuff. Like really well. Every step of the living from the 60s to the 90s, spending much time in the 70s. Like I thought all the production designs, the costuming, all that stuff was really terrific. The hair.
Yes. Oh yeah. Those sideburns of Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
No, for sure. And also too, and I know that they were filming The Dark Knight at the time that this was released in 2007. Dark Knight came out in 2008. but I feel like this film was definitely a little bit of an influence on The Dark Knight for sure, and also obviously it was a major influence on the Batman.
Well, you certainly,
the Batman. I mean, in terms of Riddler's character and all those. Obviously, the Riddler, he delves into doing riddles and all that. It's obviously just a character trait. But like after having seen this film, like there's a lot of influence of this film, which is fine.
On The Dark Knight.
I
would say Fincher. I think it's more fair to say there's Fincher influence.
Yeah,
this came out way too close.
No. I meant just the Fincher influence, and just maybe from the book, just like maybe Nolan could have been a little bit like maybe read it and just gotten some of that. I also mean just in terms of the Joker, just like I'm playing into your fears and paranoia and like just that type of thing, and like onto society, and from that perspective, and like delving
something that's going to whip everybody up.
That's all I meant on that. I mean, obviously, like I don't think Nolan watched this movie and go, "Oh, okay, now I got to scramble my script." I mean, because they were already knee deep.
Well,
if not,
there's no way that could have happened unless he was sharing dailies.
Yeah, exactly. Because at the time of this release, Dark Knight was probably just about done filming or pretty close to it. So I don't mean in that. I just mean there were. I just mean in terms of the Zodiac, like just how he was like causing so much fear and paranoia on society. I just mean that from the Joker's perspective. I just feel like there was a little bit of possible influence there.
Yeah, there's probably like a serial killer salad.
Yeah, but obviously this movie definitely influenced the Batman with Robert Pattinson. Definitely there was some influence there.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that movie is like absolutely drawing from this.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Riddler is certainly posed as the Joker's, or the Zodiac. Essentially. You know, just they co-opt his either film count in or crosshairs or whatever with the question mark, like all that stuff.
But really good film. Fincher directed the hell out of it. James Vanderbilt, great script. I love the way the cinematography was used, the music, the way certain shots are lit, the POV perspectives. I mean, there's a lot of eerie shots.
They're really good at playing up the suspense and giving you like guiding your focus to like, okay, is this voice similar? And, this person's face is now in shadow for this.
And I'm sure when you watch on repeat viewings, you can go, or just kind of rewind back, which obviously we can't do on our reaction, but just when we were on our own time, like, okay, is that the voice of Dick McDonald here, kind of thing?
Rick.
No, I'm talking about the actor who plays Leigh.
Sure.
Yeah, because did you ever see The Founder with Michael Keaton?
No.
Oh, he's one of the McDonald's brothers. That's why I say Dick McDonald. But also, too, the other standout scene, I was really quick, I just want to go to. The other standout scene was the one where they were piecing together how it was Leigh. I really love that scene. I was like, again, it's all circumstantial, but it's sound logic in terms of like,
there's so many, there's so many details.
Yeah, I'm like, this is really, like, you didn't hear anything from this guy while this guy was entirely in prison, on top of all this other evidence that sounds really sound and logic. I'm like, it was a very compelling argument, is all I'm saying. But nothing that actually sticks in a court of law without actual evidence.
Which is the other maddening thing, is you're like, oh my God, you can have... It's the good and the...
Well, it's because they could... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's the good and the bad thing about how our laws... It's the problematic thing about how our law works, because there's so much that maybe, thankfully, for certain innocent folks who look suspicious, you can't, just go like, there's a lot of evidence pointing this way, we should just book them. But at the same time, you're like, God damn it. Like,
this is the guy, but we can't... We have no actual evidence to stick him, but I believe, at least from my understanding, at least like fingerprints wise, they couldn't get him, and then and then handwriting wise, it just, unless I was misunderstanding, it seemed like Roger Rabbit seemed to be the person involved.
Well, he said the closest match they ever got was the posters that that in that exchange he found out. Oh, you drew those and not Leigh. Well, shit, or not this Rick guy or whoever you're talking about.
Right. And there was a hint that there could be possible or copycat. I mean,
part of me wonders though, like, what if you knew that they would analyze that and intentionally found some other way, or found, I don't know, made somebody else write it? Like, I don't know. There's so many questions still that remain from that. I had one more thought in my head, but
and then interesting timing that he got a fatal heart attack right as the police were coming to question him after that Minkus, who is now older and played the actor who you said that I forgot his name from Losers and Always Sunny, points out it's him. This is the guy coming to question him. Fatal heart attack, of course. Timing is impeccable.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all part of the plan. He faked it and got off the grid.
It's all part of the plan.
Well, certainly. Guys, leave us your thoughts down below. What did you think of the Zodiac? What are your theories? Have you cracked the case?
Great film.
Terrific film. Yeah, leave us your suspicions. And hey, before we get out of here, let's do a quickie Patron of the Day shout out for, let's see, I bet one of our patrons could be the Zodiac Killer. Who do we think? If anybody at our Patreon could be the Zodiac Killer, I think it would be Eric Horstman.
Oh, definitely.
He's the last guy you would ever suspect.
Definitely.
You know, he's got such a gregarious personality. He's got the big Real Rejects tattoo hiding in plain sight.
Well,
Plus,
they did say it was a cinephile, so.
that's true. He's a cinephile, and he probably has pretty nice handwriting, too. I mean, you know, he may live across the country now, but I don't know where he was living in the 70s, you know. I don't know if he's even old enough, but that's no matter. All right. We're on to you. All right, Eric. And you know, one of these days you're going to be exposed. But hey, no matter what happens, we welcome you as a super sexy reject, and you know, even if you do get locked up for these heinous murders, you know, you should keep your pledge going. That's all I'm saying. So we love you, buddy, and we'll catch you on the next one. Be well, and yeah, cheers. Much love.